So today we are going to discuss critical reasoning questions. Critical reasoning includes seating arrangements, and it includes statements, assumptions. It also includes statements, conclusions, and it includes statements and arguments. So majorly, critical reasoning, and we have a few data sufficiency questions also, one or two data sufficiency questions icharu, and at the same time we have few flow chart questions, like algorithm flow chart questions are given, right? Yes. Okay, so these are the main sections when it comes to critical reasoning. Tomorrow we'll be discussing abstract reasoning. Report session lo we'll be discussing abstract reasoning questions. Okay, right. So here is the first question. Yes. So I'll give you 1 minute time. You try. After that, I'll explain. I hope you all have pen and paper with you. Right. So here is the solution. Five. Let me tell you, there are majority of seating arrangement questions. Nearly 5 to 6 seating arrangement questions are given in one slot of exam. Nearly 5 to 6 seating arrangement questions are given, and all are linear arrangement questions. They were hardly circular arrangement questions, but majority of the questions are linear, and they are quite simple. But again, time. The level of difficulty is simple, but it is all about time. Okay, right. So five friends are sitting in a row facing north. So five positions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're all facing north. Sem is second to the right of Tim, and Tim is second to the right of Leo. Right? So if Sem is second to the right of Tim, and this Tim has to be second to the right of Leo, then I think if I take Leo here, Tim is second to the right of Leo, and Sem is second to the right of Tim. This is the only possibility, right? If I take Leo at the left end, Tim is second to the right of Leo, and Mali Tim ki Sim is second to the right. Okay, right. Now, if Alex is adjacent to Leo, if Alex has to be adjacent to Leo, then here is Alex. Then who is sitting to the immediate left of Sam? I think this is not Sim, this is Sam only, right? So who is the person left out here? Finn. So Finn is the only person left out. So who is to the left of Sam? Finn. So it is option C, right? Is it clear? Yes. Fine. Okay. Next question. Next one. Here is the next question. So this is also seating arrangement. Okay, here is the answer. So five friends are sitting in a row facing north. One, two, three, four, five, and this is north, right? Okay. So it is known that S is sitting in the middle of the row. So here is S, he is sitting in the middle of the row, and U is second to the left of R. If U has to be second to the left of R, the only possibility is here R, here U. If you take anywhere else, you cannot arrange U to the second to the left of R. So this is the only possibility, right? And T is adjacent to either U or S. If T has to be adjacent to either U or S, first of all, there is no chance of T being adjacent to S because next to S there is no vacant place. So T can be adjacent to U only. Now who is the only person left out? V. So now the question is, who is sitting to the right of R? Who is sitting to the right of R? V. So answer option A, V. Is this clear? If any of you need repetition, let me know. Answer B. I hope you understood. Yeah, this is quite an easy question because S is in the middle of the row. If U has to be the second to the left of R, this is the only place. Here, if I take R here, then U can be second to the left of R. And as T has to be the neighbor of U, then T is here, and then the only place is V here. So to the right of R, V. Okay, right, good. Next question on the screen. Now there are 2 to 3 questions based on flow chart, and unfortunately, as we got the screenshot, we could not rearrange them. So I'll try to explain. Yes, what is on the screen here. You also try to make your eyes little bigger to read the information. Determine the minimum value of B. What is the minimum value of B if the output of this flow chart has to be LO? If output has to be LO, what is the minimum value of B? By the way, this is D is equal to 8 minus 2B. Input is B. We are giving input as B, and D is 8 minus 2B. If the output has to be LO, what is the minimum value of B is the question. By the way, here it is D greater than B. If is D greater than B, yes, we will go in this way. No, we'll go in this way. What is your answer? Right. By the way, when do we get LO? When you get no case here. That means if D greater than B is no, then you will get LO. That means D has to be less than B. If D has to be less than B, then you will get LO. Right? Yes. Now, if you will go by options. Go by options. If I take B is equal to 1, then D is 8 minus 2B, that is 6. Then in that case, D greater than B. As D is greater than B, then we will go to S side and you won't get yellow. You will get some other color, red. Right? If I take B is equal to 2, then D is 8 minus 2 into B. 8 minus 2 into 2, 4. D is 4. So still D greater than B. As D greater than B, the output will be red. If I take B is equal to 3, then D becomes 8 minus 3 into 2, 6. 8 minus 6, 2. So when I take B3, D2, so that means D greater than B is becoming no. As D greater than B is becoming no, I'll get LO. So therefore the minimum value of B is 3. Of course, for 4 also you will get LO, but he asked the minimum value of B. As the minimum value of B is asked, it should be 3 only. Right. Geetanjali, you're right, 3 or 4, but since he asked for minimum value, it should be 3. Clear? Shall we move to the next one? If any of you need repetition, let me know quickly in the chat box. So these are also quite easy questions, right? Quite easy questions, but only thing is again time. Is 1 minute sufficient to answer? That's the case. Okay. Alekhya is asking me to repeat. Okay, quickly. So first of all, input is B and D is 8 minus 2B. If D greater than B is no, then output will be yellow. So by trial and error method, I mean, I have given different values for B. If I give B is equal to 1, I got D as 6. If I give B is equal to 2, I got D as 4. If I give B is equal to 3, I got D as 2. So in this case, as D greater than B is becoming no, and that will result in yellow. Because when D greater than B is no, you will get yellow. So therefore, to print yellow, the minimum value of B is 3. I hope you understood. Yeah. Next question on the screen. Next one. All of you answer the next one. Another seating arrangement question. Again in a row seating arrangement question. So 5 individuals are sitting in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. P is sitting at the left end of the row. So here is, by the way, they're all facing north, right? So as they're all facing north, P is the left end of the row and is adjacent to Q. So Q must be here. Okay. Next, if S is adjacent to both Q and T, if S has to be adjacent to both the Q and T, then T is here, S is here, then only S is adjacent to both Q and T. Then who is the only person left out now? R. Then you are asked to find who is second to the left of R. Who is second to the left of R? Here is R. Second to the left of R is S. So therefore answer C, S. As most of you responded, yes, answer is absolutely S. Second to the left of R, not to the left of R, second to the left of R, which is S. Okay. If any of you do not agree with my answer or if any of you need repetition, let me know quickly. Otherwise, we'll move to the next question. Okay. Next one on the screen. Now, there are 2 to 3 questions on syllogisms. We also call it as logical deductions. You can also call them as statements and conclusions as well. There are 2 to 3 questions, quite easy questions only. Not the depth knowledge of syllogisms is required to answer this question. Even if you know the basics of syllogisms, you will be able to answer. Okay. By the way, here is the answer. First statement: all resorts are hotels. So resorts are subset of hotels. No hotels are restaurants. No hotels are restaurants. Okay. So that means hotels and restaurants should not get intersected. Now, first conclusion: some hotels are resorts, of course, true. Because as resorts are part of hotels, obviously some hotels are resorts. First one is absolutely true. Second, no resorts are restaurants. Yes. This is negative and this has become true. No resorts as restaurants is true, absolutely true. But negative, when it is true in basic Venn diagram, we draw alternate Venn diagram to check whether it is true everywhere or not. I hope most of you might have attended my session to learn syllogism. In case those who do not have any idea about syllogism, I'll share the video which I've made on syllogisms after the session. You can go through the video to learn the basics. But in this class, since we don't have enough time to teach you the basics, so what is opposite to no resorts or restaurants? Some resorts or restaurants. So if I can prove some resorts or restaurants without disturbing the statements, then this become false. But can I prove some resorts or restaurants? No, because if I have to intersect resorts and restaurants, then restaurants will get intersected with hotel also. But in the second statement, he said hotels and restaurants should not get intersected. So without hotels and restaurants being intersecting, I am unable to intersect resorts and restaurants. That means I am unable to prove this negative state conclusion false. In the sense, I am not finding an alternate Venn diagram to prove this false. So therefore, second one is also always true. So therefore, answer both 1 and 2 follow. Right, those who know the basics of this topic will be able to answer the question definitely, but those who are answering for the first time, you may struggle a bit. But as I said, after the class I'll be sharing the video. Yes, here is the next question. Satish is in a hurry. Satish doesn't have much time to listen to the explanation. He just wants to answer the question and move to the next one. Good, I appreciate Satish and Vinay. Yes, but there are 600 other students also attending the class here. Right, next one again from seating arrangements. Right, here is the answer. Here also 5 girls are sitting in a row facing north. So this is north. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. He says K is sitting at the right end of the row. So here is K. And 2 girls are sitting between M and N. If 2 girls have to sit between M and N, here M, here N, or vice versa. Here M, here N. And the 2 girls who are left out here, we have already arranged K, we have already arranged M and N. The leftover are L and P. So L here, P here, or L here, P here. Okay. Next, L is to the right of P and left of and to the left of M. If L has to be right of P and left of M to satisfy that condition, right? If L has to be right of P and left of M, right? This must be M. This must be M. This is N. This is P and this is L. So now if you see, L is to the right of P, absolutely. L is to the right of P and to the left of M, absolutely. So this is satisfying all the conditions, this arrangement. Now the question is, who is sitting second to the left of K? So here is K, second to the left of K is 1, 2, L. So answer C. It's L. Some of you said M also, but answer is actually L. Right? Clear? Again, quite easy, but again, time is less, and in that hurry burry, you may make some mistakes. Otherwise, conceptually not a difficult seating arrangement question. Okay, moving to the next one. Now again, one more from syllogisms here. Statements, conclusions, one more. Two statements followed by two conclusions. You have to find out which of the conclusions it follows. Right, here is the answer. First statement, some utensils or appliances. Some utensils are appliances, and all appliances are dishes. All appliances are dishes. Okay, first conclude. Some dishes are both appliances and utensils. Yes, sir. Dishes are intersecting with appliances as well as utensils. So first one is absolutely true. Second, no dishes are utensils. Absolutely false, because dishes and utensils are intersecting. So second one is a false conclusion. Therefore, only one follows. Quite an easy question. I think you just require 20 to 30 seconds to answer the question. It doesn't take much time. Okay? Yes. So, whatever the time you are saving in these questions, you can utilize to, answer those seating arrangement questions. Yes. Right. Next one on the screen. Next one. Again, seating arrangement questions. Row arrangement facing north. Right. Here is the answer. 7 boys sitting in a row facing north. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 boys are standing between L and M. 2 boys are standing between S and M. Suppose if I take L here, M here, 2 boys are standing between L and M, and 2 boys are standing between S and M also. Right? Next, P is standing second to the right of Q. If I have to arrange P second to the right of Q, P second to the right of Q, then I have to take Q here, I have to take P here. Then only you will get P standing second to the right of Q. This is the only arrangement, right? Now the question is, how many people are sitting between N and R? By the way, now the two people left out is N here, R here, or I can take N here, R here. We have no clarity about N and R arrangement. But the question is, how many people are between N and R? These are the three people between N and R. So answer 3. 3 people are sitting between N and R. Yes. So answer 3. If any of you need repetition, let me know. If you all agree with the answer, we'll move to the next question. Sai Vinay asking me to repeat. Okay, Sai Vinay, here is the explanation once again, quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people facing north sitting in a row. Okay, yes. So here he says 2 boys are standing between L and M. If 2 boys have to be between L and M, I'm taking L here, M here. By the way, these are only 6 people, so I have to take one more, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So 2 boys are between L and M, and again 2 boys are between S and M. So here is S. Okay, next, P is standing second to the right of Q. In the remaining empty places, if I have to satisfy this statement, then I should take P here, Q here, then only I'll get P standing second to the right of Q. If you take any other places, in any other places, you don't get this statement getting satisfied. Now the only two people left out are N, R, or here N, R. I have no clarity about N and R, so I can take anywhere in the two places. Now the question is, how many people are sitting between N and R? Here is N, here is R. So between N and R, there are three people. 1, 2, 3. Q, M, P. These are the three people between N and R. Answer option C. I hope you understood Kavya, Lokesh, and Sai Vinay. Right. Thank you. Moving to the next question. Yes, next one on the screen. There are 2 to 3 questions on data sufficiency. DS, data sufficiency. So by the way, I hope you all know what is data sufficiency. You will be given with a problem followed by two statements. You just have to identify which of the statements provided is sufficient to answer the problem. Is one alone sufficient, two alone sufficient, together sufficient, individually not, each alone sufficient, together also not sufficient additional information? So what is your answer? Right. So here, question is, what is the value of a minus 2b? In the first statement, 2a is equal to 12 plus 4b. If I bring that 4b left hand side, 2a minus 4b is equal to 12. If I take 2 common, a minus 2b is equal to 6. So that means I got the value of a minus 2b from statement 1 alone. So 1 alone is sufficient. Second one also, in the statement, in the equation 6a minus 3a minus 6b is equal to 24. If I take if I take 2 common and cancel it, I'll be getting, sorry, 3 common and cancel, I'll be getting a minus 2b is equal to 8. I'm taking 3 common and cancelling it. So that means second statement has also given me a minus 2b value. So that means answer, I'm able to find the value of a minus 2b from 1 alone as well as 2 alone. So answer, each statement alone is sufficient to answer the question. So it's a D. It's D. Each statement alone is sufficient to answer the question. Okay. If you agree with my answer, we'll move to the next one. Or else, if any of you ask me to repeat, I'll do that. Here, statement 1 is giving us a minus 2b value. 2 is also giving us a minus 2b value. Right. Next question. Thank you, Abhilash, for the response. Yes. Thank you, Lokesh. Shivanagasai. Okay. Here is the next question. Again, from data sufficiency. So here is the question. Right. So here is the question is, among 5 candidates A, B, C, D, E in the exam, who scored least marks? and it is given that all 5 friends got unique different marks. No 2 friends students got same marks. So first one, both B and D did not score the highest or lowest. I don't think one alone is sufficient to say who got the least. Next, A scored less than C but more than D. So here also, without knowing about B and E, we cannot find who scored least. So 2 alone is also not sufficient. When individually they are not sufficient, so next thing is I have to combine the statements. So I'm giving the ranks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So he says B, D did not score highest or lowest. So B is not in 1, D is also not in 1, B is not in 5, not in B, D, not first, not last. Okay, neither highest nor lowest. Next, so B, D can be either 2 or 3 or 4. B, D should be either in second or third or fourth places. A scored less than C but more than D, right? So by trial and error method, if I take C here, A scored less than C but more than D. So D here, B here, then I'll be getting E the least, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? A scored, if I take C as second, because A scored less than C, so A third, then if I take D here, then B will be either first or fifth, where it should not be, because according to the first statement, B and D should not be in first or last position, right? So therefore this is wrong arrangement, right? So therefore the only possibility is C highest, A second, D, B I can interchange. I can take D here, B here, or B here, D here, but E is fixed. So who scored the lowest? E, and that I am unable to answer from both 1 and 2 together. So therefore answer, statements 1 and 2 together are sufficient, and additional no, statements 1 and 2 together are sufficient to answer the question. I think C is the answer. So this should be statement 1 and 2 together are not sufficient. E option should be statements 1 and 2 together are not sufficient. Additional data is required to answer the question should be option E. But here both statements together are sufficient to answer the question. Neither statement alone is sufficient to answer. Together will give you the answer. So C. I think there is a mistake in the options. So don't get any confusion between E and C. E is both together also not sufficient. C is both together sufficient. So here both together are sufficient to answer. Therefore answer C. I hope you understood. Dhanasri is asking me to repeat. Okay, here is the solution once again quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He says B and D did not score highest nor least. So B cannot be at first, B cannot be at second. Sorry, B and D cannot be first and first as well as last. Both B and D. Right? And says C A scored less than C. So if I take C as first, A scored less than C and but more than D. A scored less than C, but A scored more than D. So D here, then B here, then E here. So therefore, who scored least? E. And answer C, because both statements together are sufficient to say that E scored least. Okay. Next question on the screen. Again, another one from seating arrangement, but this time they're not facing north, they're facing east. They're sitting in a row facing east, standing in a row facing east. Right. Here is the answer. Vivek, you're right. B and D in the last question, B and D can be interchanged. But the question is who is least? Wherever B and D are, but least is E, right? You can change the positions of B and D, but that is nowhere changing the one who is scoring the least, right? Okay. So here, this is East. This is East. So seven people are standing. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7. He says D is standing third from the left end. By the way, this is left end, this is right end, and D is standing from the left of the east, and from the left end D third. G is standing fourth to the right of C, right? And he says C is not standing adjacent to D. So that means here it should not be C, here it should not be C. And if G has to stand fourth to the right of C, then I cannot take C here also. Because if I take C here, then where can I arrange G to the fourth of C, right of C? So therefore, the only place for C is this extreme left. Now G is standing fourth to the right of C. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Here is G. G is standing fourth to the right of C. Okay. Next. E is standing third to the left of A. E is standing third to the left of A. If that condition has to get satisfied, if E has to be third to the left of A, then this is the only place. If I take E here, A here, then only you will see 1, 2, 3. Third left of A is E, right? You take any other place. Suppose if I take A here, then 1, 2, 3. Third place is not vacant, right? In the third place, some other person is already sitting. So this is the only place for A. Next, who are the two people left out? I have taken A, B, and F. He has not mentioned anything about B and F, right? By the way, the question is how many people are standing between A and D? So here is A, here is D. So between A and D, 1, 2, 3 people are standing. We don't know who is this person, but still we don't need, right? So between A and D, there are 3 people standing. So answer 3. Is this clear? If any of you need repetition, let me know. Otherwise, we'll move to the next question. Again, quite an easy, but time. It changes, Yogeshwar Rao, because left and right changes, right? Left and right changes. Sandeep is saying that FC, B, G, D, E, A are also possible. Let me check. Sandeep, your arrangement is not satisfying the first statement. What is that? D is standing third from the left end. సో లెఫ్ట్ నుంచి లేదు కదా మీ దాంట్లో రైట్ నుంచి ఉంది అండ్ ఇంకొకటి ఏంటి సందీప్ సెకండ్ పాయింట్ జీ స్టాండింగ్ ఫోర్త్ టు ద లెఫ్ట్ ఆఫ్ సి జీ స్టాండింగ్ దట్ పాయింట్ ఆల్సో వయోలేటెడ్ ఇన్ యువర్ అరేంజ్మెంట్ సందీప్ జీ స్టాండింగ్ ఫోర్త్ టు ద రైట్ ఆఫ్ సి లేదు మీ దగ్గర జీ అండ్ సి జస్ట్ బిట్వీన్ దెమ్ దెర్ ఇస్ ఓన్లీ వన్ పర్సన్ బిట్వీన్ దెమ్ సో దట్ ఆల్సో వయోలేటెడ్ ఇన్ యువర్ అరేంజ్మెంట్ సో చెక్ ఇట్ సందీప్ వన్స్ అగైన్. It's not correct, right? And Geetanjali asking me to repeat. Yeah, sure. I'll repeat. Yes, pay attention. First of all, this is east. 7 people are standing. Right? So 7 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? Now, out of this, he says D is standing third from the left end. When people are facing east, this becomes left end and this is right end. Right? Now, D is standing third from the left end. So, 1, 2, 3. Here is D. Is that clear? Next. C is not, I'm moving to next point, this one. C is not adjacent to D. If C is not adjacent to D, then C should not be here, C should not be here. Now I'm moving to second point. G is standing fourth to the right of C. If G has to be fourth to the right of C, I cannot take C here also. Why? If I take C in these places, then there is no fourth to the right of C, right? Yes or no? So if I take C anywhere here, then G cannot be fourth to the right of C. Therefore, now if you see C cannot be here, C cannot be in all these places, then what is the only place available for C? This is the only place. Why C is not in other places? Because I have to arrange fourth to the right of C as G. Right? So is that clear why I fixed C there? Now 1, 2, 3, fourth to the right of C is G. Okay. Next. E is standing third to the left of A. Now, let me take E here, A here, right? Right? So, if I take A here, then E is third to the left of A. Now, E is third to the left of A vacant here? No. Here 1, 2, 3. Third to the left of A is C. So, if I take A here, I cannot take E as third to the left because there is no vacant place. So, this is not possible place for A. Next, if I take A here, then 1, 2, 3, third to the left is also not vacant again. D is sitting. So that means I cannot take A there also. Right? Then what is the only place available for A? Here. So if I take A here, third to the left of A is E. 1, 2, 3. Here is E. Right? Now the question is, how many people are sitting between A and D? Here is A, here is D. Between A and D, 1, 2, and 3 people are sitting. So answer C. Right? Is it clear? Still, if any of you need repetition, let me know. I hope you understood. Right. Thank you, Hanish. Here is the next question. Thank you, Abhilash. Next one on the screen. So here, this is a question from statements and conclusions. After this question, I'll explain. Adi, Sai, Vinay asking me, sir, explain left and right in all directions. I'll do that after this question. Yes, I'll do that. Right. So the statement is the road authority of a city implemented a new maintenance program that reduced the time taken for road repairs by half. Which of the given options is the most logical conclusion to the above statement? So the statement is saying that new method, new maintenance program is reducing the time taken to repair the roads by half. So when it is reducing the time taken to repair the roads by half, that means in the same time you can repair twice the roads, right? Twice as many roads as you can. So therefore, option B is absolutely a logical conclusion. The authority can now repair twice as many roads at the same time. So answer B is the conclusion. Here, the statement is talking about road repairs only. He is not talking about any traffic disruptions or traffic will be reduced, right? Budget, there is no mention about budget here. The program has introduced new materials that allow faster road repairs. Now, he has not said that the program has introduced new materials. There is no question of materials given in the statement. It's all about they implemented a new maintenance program, and that maintenance program is reducing the time taken to repair the roads by half. So therefore, in the same time, you can repair twice as many roads. So only B is the conclusion. Is that clear? You agree? If any of you have questions, let me know. Otherwise, we'll move to the next one. Right. So before I move to the next question, some people are asking me to explain the directions. Right. See, let me tell you. Normally, we go by this diagram: north, south, east, west. A person facing north, for that person, this is left and this is right. For the person facing south, this is right and this is left. For the person facing east, this is left and this is right. For the person facing west, this is left and this is right. That's it. We go by these directions when people sit in a row. Is this clear? Few people have asked me to, explain the directions. Okay, right. I hope you understood. Yes. Next question. Another flowchart related question. Again, I'll write you. So here, is credit score greater than 700? Is credit score greater than 700? And yes, you will come to here, right? And then, right. Clockwise left, anti-clockwise left, right. Okay. Directions, what is the meaning of followed by? Okay. Sorry, we have to answer this, right? I'm sorry, the question has changed. So we have to answer this flowchart one. how much loan will be approved if Jack has an annual income of $8,000 and a credit score of 755 and applies for unsecured loan? Okay. Hmm. So first of all, if the credit score is greater than 700, by the way, what is the credit score of Jack? 755. So as credit score is greater than 700, I should come here because this is yes, right? So here and here again, is annual income greater than $5,000? Is annual income greater than $5,000? Yes, because his annual income is $8,000. So I should go here. As it is yes, I should go here. Applied for secured loan? No, he applied for unsecured loan. So as this is no, he applied for secured loan is no. So I have to go here. Now approved loan is 1.5 times annual income. 1.5 times annual income. What is his annual income? $8,000. So 1.5 into $8,000 is $12,000. So therefore, he will get a loan of $12,000. So approved loan is $12,000. Option B is the answer. Yes, most of you got it. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. I'm sorry, those who are unable to read because this is original question, so it's a screenshot. And yes, it's not clear, but yeah, I explained it, right? Okay, moving to the next one. If any of you need repetition, let me know. Okay, you got it, right? B. Okay, next question on the screen. This is from statements assumptions. Statements and assumptions. One statement is given, you have to find the assumption of the statement. Assumption in the statement. Okay. So the statement is, first of all, let me tell you, assumption is nothing but the hidden part of the hidden part of the statement, which is considered to be true. That means it is not mentioned in the statement, but it is considered to be true. And remember, you are asked to find the assumption of the author, not your assumption, not the reader assumption. You are asked to find the assumption of the author. So that means whoever has given this statement, in stating this, what he might have assumed to state this is all about, assumption. I have seen the mistake that some of the students do while answering these questions is they try to find their assumption, or some people try to find conclusion. See, conclusion is outcome of the statement. Assumption is in the statement which is not mentioned externally but considered to be true. Okay, right. Let's see. What is the statement? Country XYZ is investing heavily in training its athletes for car racing events to win medals in the upcoming Olympics. Right? So that means country XYZ is investing heavily in training its athletes for car racing events to win medals in the upcoming Olympics. Now, first assumption, car racing will attract significant global viewership. That is not the assumption, right? And country XYZ will win more medals in the upcoming Olympics. Absolutely. Car racing will be included in the upcoming Olympics. See, it is already included in the Olympics. That's why they are preparing. They have already invested and they are preparing. So that means it is already included. It's not that will be included in the upcoming Olympics. It is already included. That's why they are preparing. Okay, next. More people in XYZ will be inspired to participate in car racing. That is not given here, right? So, assumption is second one. See, whether they win the medals or not, secondary. Whether they are going to win or not, secondary. But whenever people are preparing, what is their assumption? They will win, right? Any sports person before playing the game will be in an assumption that he will win the game. Outcome can be different. He may or may not win. But before playing, he assumed that he will win. So country XYZ definitely assume that they will win a lot of medals, and that's why they are getting prepared. So therefore, B is the assumption. This is a quite interesting concept actually, statements and assumptions. This is not part of aptitude, I can say. Critical reasoning, yeah. Likita is saying, sir, but the second statement can be also considered as outcome. See, now outcome, this is may or may not. If they win the medals, if they win more medals, then we say this is true. They may not win medals also. See, they are preparing, but they may or may not win the medals, right? The outcome is they may or may not win the medals, but their assumption is they will win the medals. That's why they are preparing. You understand? Outcome, Likita, according to you, what you are saying, outcome definitely they may not win medals, right? They may lose also. But the third statement is true, right? Third statement, true in what way? See, it's not about true or false. In this statement, what is the assumption? You have to go by every word. Country XYZ is investing heavily in training its athletes for racing events to win medals in the upcoming Olympics. So that means already racing is included in upcoming Olympics, right? It's not that car racing will be included in the upcoming Olympics. It is already included, right? Okay. Yes. Next question. Data sufficiency. A question followed by few statements. You have to find which of them is true. It's a good discussion, Likita. Thank you for asking questions. Rather than simply, accepting what I say, you raising the questions definitely leads to a healthy discussion. So I request all the students, if you have anything to ask, feel free to ask, because that will lead to a very good discussion, so that you will get the complete knowledge on the concept. Yes. So the question is, five boys LMNPQ are sitting in a row facing north. So they are sitting in a row facing north. One, two, three, four, five. Who is sitting third from the left end of the row? To answer this question, which of the data provided is valid? First, P sitting second to the left of N, who is seated at one end. If P has to be the left of N and N has to be at one end, definitely not at left. Definitely N must be here, because if N is sitting here, then P cannot be to the left. He himself is the extreme left, right? So N is there, and P is sitting second to the left of N. 1, 2, 3. Here is P. Now the question, who is sitting third from the left end of the row? This itself is sufficient. This is 1, 2, 3. So third left of the row is P. So that means statement 1 alone is sufficient to answer. I got the answer from statement 1 alone. Let's check whether I'll get the answer from statement 2 alone also. What is 2? Again, when you are analyzing statement 2, you have to forget the information given in 1. You cannot include the information given in statement 1. Let us analyze statement 2 alone. Again, 5 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only M and P sit between L and Q. Only M and P sit between L and Q. So there are a lot of possibilities. If I take L here, Q here, MP here or PM here, right? Then who is to the who is third from the left? One, two, three. It can be MRP, and there are other possibilities also. So I don't think second statement will give you answer. So answer one alone is sufficient to answer. So option A. Okay, from the left, not from the right. Right, right. Thank you. Who's that? Sagar Tota. But still, whether it is from left or right, P, right? So from the left also, one, two, three, because these are five people, right? So who is third from the left end of the row? Still P. You are right, Sagar, but yes, answer is one alone. Can you please hide that meeting invitation? Oh, sorry. By the way, in that meeting invitation, there is no data. It is just answer the question depending on the data provided. It's just instructions. But anyway, right. Hmm. Okay. Is this clear? So answer statement one alone is sufficient to answer the question. Two alone is not sufficient, and we don't require both one and two together also. Pragna is asking, can you explain statement one? Okay. See, statement one is saying that first of all, five boys are sitting in a row facing north. One, two, three, four, five. And question is, who is sitting from the left end of the row? P is second to the left of N. Who stands for N is seated at one end. So N is here and P is second to the left. First, second to the left of N, right? So now the question is from the left end of the row. This is left end of the row, this is right end of the row, right? From the left end of the row, who is third? This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So who is third? P. And I am able to answer from first statement alone. Okay, is this clear, Pragna? Yeah, next question. Next question. Here again, assumption. You are given with a statement and you need to find the assumption. Don't be in a hurry because these questions are quite sensitive. Third to the left, someone is saying third to the left of the person at the end is different from third to the left from the end. Okay, so the question statement is taking the highway is the fastest route to reach the destination. In this statement, what is the underlying assumption? That means hidden part which is considered to be true. So what the statement is saying, taking the highway is the fastest route to reach the destination. Okay, first, traffic conditions on highway are favorable. It's not about assumption. Alternative route are slower due to construction. There is no point about it. This is not the assumption of the author. Due to construction, we do not know. Alternative routes may be slower, but we do not know whether it is due to construction or due to traffic or whatever. The destination is accessible directly from the highway, of course. Drivers are familiar with the highway route. This is not the assumption. So he's saying taking the highway is the fastest route to reach the destination, in the sense highway is leading to the destination directly. So answer C is the assumption. C is the assumption. right? Is this clear? Rohit is asking me to repeat. Vinay is saying, sir, is there any recorded video which you made on statements and assumptions? No, not exactly, Vinay, but I'll try. I'll try. If you insist me, I'll make a video explaining 10 questions on assumptions, statements, assumptions. I'll try. Pratham is still in the last question. I mean, should not P be sitting second to the left of the end? I'll go back to the previous question, Pratham. Yeah, what you are saying? Should not, should not P be sitting second to the left end of the row? Here, P is second to the left of N, who is seated at one end. So, N is seated at one end, and P is second to the left of N. So, P is here, and now P is sitting third from the left end of the row. So, what is the question in this, Pratham? I don't understand. P be sitting second to the left of the end. Second to the left of the end. No, third to the left of the end, right? See, this is first, second, third. Who is sitting third to the left end of the row? Not to the person who is sitting at the end of the row. Ah, now I understood. Quite a strange question. Pratham, it is who is sitting third from the left end of the row. So this is left end of the row. So one, two, three, third. Not from here. I got your point. So it's like third from the left end of the row. See, extreme left. First from the left end. Second from the left end. Third from the left end. Fourth from the left end. Fifth from the left end. Pratham, the more you think about it, the more confusion you'll get it. మీరు చెప్పిన తర్వాత నాకు కూడా కన్ఫ్యూజన్ స్టార్ట్ అయింది. వద్దొద్దు. అంత డోంట్ రీడ్ బిట్వీన్ ద లైన్స్ హియర్. The more you read between the lines, you will get confusion. Okay. Right. Right. Okay. So this one is also clear, right? Assumption one. Okay. Next question. Next one. Okay, Pratham, you understood. I'm happy. Okay, so another flowchart one. So here the question is saying Alex has 20 points. Alex has 20 points in the entrance exam and 40 points in the graduation. So entrance exam 20 points, graduation 40 and 60 points in PG. 60 points in PG. Which of the given statements will be true about his candidature? Right? Okay. So, by the way, first input is total points P is E plus E is 20 plus 0.25 into G is 40. 0.25 into 40 is 10. So 20 plus 10 is 30. Now, is P greater than 25? Yes. Because P is 30, right? We got total points P as 30. So as P greater than 25, so I should go in this way. Next, 0.40 into PG. 0.4 into what is PG? 60. Right? 0.4 into 60 is 24. 0.4 into 60 is 24. Is this greater than 30? No. So no in the sense I should go in this way. Because I got 24. So it is not greater than 30. So I should go in this way. Right? Next, selected without stipend. So selected without stipend. Option B is the answer. Option B. Quite an easy question, bit of calculations, but yes. But again, here the point is you have only 1 minute to answer the question. So it's all about speed. Accenture exam is all about speed. If any of you need repetition, let me know. Otherwise, we'll move to the next question. You got it, right? Okay. Next one on the screen. Seating arrangement. Another seating arrangement question. I think we are coming to end. We have another 5 or 6 questions. That's all. Last 4 or 5 questions. Yes. Jyoti will come. Jyoti Akhil. Chakka dot Jyoti Akhil. Yeah, we'll go to previous question. Yes. After this, we'll go to previous question. In highway question, you have questions, right? So after discussing this, we'll go to previous question. Jyoti Akhil. Yes. So here they are sitting in a row facing north. So 7 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and they're all facing north. S is sitting second to the left of Q and third to the right of T. Suppose if I take Q here, S is sitting second to the left of Q and third to the right of T. I can take T here, right? P is neither adjacent to S nor T. So S is sitting second to the left of Q and third to the right of P. Okay. P is neither adjacent to S. So P is not here. P is not here. Nor to T. P is not here. P is not here. So that means if I take these places, I am not getting a place for P. If I take Q at the extreme end, to satisfy the second statement, as P should not be neighbor to S as well as T, there is no other place left for P. So that means whatever I have taken for Q is wrong. Because if I take Q at the extreme end, I am not getting a place for P. So therefore, let me take Q here. S is sitting second to the left of Q, so S is here, and third to the right of T, so T is here. 1, 2, 3, third to the right of T. Is that clear? Right. Now, P is neither adjacent to S nor T, so P cannot be here, P cannot be here, P cannot be here. Then what is the only place for P? This is the place for P. Is that clear? Next, R is neither adjacent to T nor Q. R is neither adjacent to T, so here is T, right? So R cannot be here nor Q. R should not be adjacent to Q also. So R is neither here nor here. Then what is the only place? This is the place for R, right? Yes. Okay. So now I have arranged T, R, S, Q, P. Then who are the two people left out? M and N. There is nothing mentioned about M and N. So I can take M here, N here, or M here, N here. I can take two. By the way, what is P's position with respect to R? By the way, with respect to R, P is 1, 2, 3, fourth to the right. 1, 2, 3, fourth to the right. So with respect to R, P is fourth right. So answer option A. With respect to R, P is fourth right. Is this clear? If any of you need repetition, let me know. Manish is asking, sir, can you explain why Q can't be at extreme end? If I take Q, I think I have explained little while ago. Manish Kumari, you still want? Manish, you got it, or you still want me to explain why Q can't be at extreme end? Because little while ago I have taken that possibility. If you still want, yes, I'll do that. Okay, sure. Okay, so 7 people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, facing north. He says S is sitting to the second to the left of Q. Okay, so if I take Q at the extreme, okay, extreme left, what are you saying, Manish? Q at extreme left, Q can't be at extreme end. Okay, so if I take Q here at extreme right, then S is second to the left of Q. So 1, 2, here is S. And this S is third to the right of T. So here T. So that 1, 2, 3, third S is third to the right of T. Is this clear? Okay. Now if I take Q at extreme end, then the next point P is neither adjacent to S nor to T. That means P cannot be here. P cannot be here because adjacent to T, P cannot be here. And similarly, P is not adjacent to S also. That means P cannot be here. P cannot be here. That means out of the 7 places, 3 people already occupied. In the 4 places, P cannot be anywhere. If P cannot be here, P cannot be here, P cannot be here, P cannot be here, what is the other place? There is no place for P, right? So that's why I have not taken Q at extreme end. Right? Manish, you understood? Why I have not taken Q at the extreme end? Okay, Manish. Right. You're welcome. Okay. Any more questions? Lokesh said has given some arrangement, but I don't think it is satisfying the conditions given in the question, Mr. Lokesh. Lokesh, your arrangement is not satisfying the first point. Okay. Anyway, next question. Again, another seating arrangement question. Joshini is asking me explain the second arrangement. Okay. After this, we'll go back to the previous, Joshini. As I've displayed the next question, we'll go back to the previous after this. Yes. So today's session is all about critical reasoning and problem solving. This is critical reasoning and problem solving. Tomorrow we'll discuss abstract reasoning. So here 6 boys are sitting in a row facing north. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and these are all facing north. D is second from the right end of the row. So this is the right end of the row, and this is the left end of the row. D is second, 1, 2, second from the right end of the row. Okay. Next, F is second to the right of G and is adjacent to E. Right. F is second to the right of G and adjacent to E. H is neither adjacent to D nor E. E is neither adjacent to H nor D. Okay. So here it cannot be H because he says H is neither adjacent to D nor E. And at the same time, E is neither adjacent to H nor D. So this cannot be E also. Right. Then, so who can be F is second to the right of G? If I take F here and G here, F is second to the right of G and adjacent to E. F has to be adjacent to E, so that point is violating here, right? So F is second to the right of G and adjacent to E. So I am taking E here. Okay. H is neither adjacent to D nor E. So H cannot be here. So I am taking H here. and E is neither adjacent to H nor D, satisfied. Now, who is the only person left out? I. I is here. Okay. Now the question: who is seated third to the left of I? Here is I. Third to the left of I is 1, 2, 3. E. So answer option B. Yes, it's B. Right? Is this clear? Understood? Okay. Here is the next question. Shall we move to the next one? Thank you, Anusha. And right, maybe the last but one. I think it's the last but one for today's session. Here it is statements and arguments. You have to find the argument which strengthens the statement given. Shiv Prasad is asking me, can you please cover more problems on distribution? Sounds like seating arrangements, cars with the different models, different colors and persons. Yeah, sure. I'll do that, Shiv Prasad. But is it, I mean, you want it for Accenture preparation? I don't think for Accenture preparation you need two variable questions, because in the short time you cannot answer those two variable questions like, colors, models, shirt colors, city of the player person. But yes, for the remaining exams, yes, you need that preparation. Okay, the statement is: a growing suburban town plans to construct a flyover at its busiest intersection, claiming it will ease traffic congestion and improve local business accessibility. Okay, so if this statement is true, then which of the given statements most strengthens the above argument? Which one of the given statements most strengthens the above argument? Okay, right. So let's see. First one, a survey of local residents shows that 65% are in favor of the flyover construction. The proposed flyover design includes dedicated lanes for public buses and emergency vehicles. The proposed bridge would be visually appealing and could become a. This is rubbish actually. See, you can eliminate. The traffic simulation study predicts that flyover would reduce peak hours travel beans by 40% and increase foot traffic to nearly business by 25%. I think D sounds to be a strong argument for the statement given, because he says that is busiest intersection. So one is traffic issue, right? One is traffic issue, the other one increasing the business accessibility. So both are mentioned in D. So I think D is going to be the strong argument compared to rest all, right? So D is the strong argument. ఇది కూడా అంత కన్విన్సింగ్ గా లేదు, but out of the given four, D is appearing to be a strong argument for the statement. Okay, right. Yes, the last one, flowchart. I think we have one more also. I think last but one. Yes. Here is the question. So here, determine which of the given values can be assigned to n if the output is green. When do you get output green? In this way. To get the output green, this condition has to be true. What is that? A plus B is equal to 10 has to be true. For which value of n you will get A plus B as 10? Right? Sai Kumar Reddy is saying, sir, if possible, please arrange verbal ability class, sir. To clear the first round or for third round? Are you talking about communication assessment round or the English questions in the first round? Which one, Sai Kumar Reddy? We'll talk about at the end. Towards the end of the session, we'll discuss all that. Yes. We'll discuss that towards the end, Sai Kumar Reddy. Okay. So now, if I give n is equal to 2, n is equal to 2, then A becomes 2 plus 1, 3, and B becomes 2 into 2 minus 3 minus 1. So, I mean, you're not getting 10 for n is equal to 2. Then second option, n is equal to 3, 3 plus 1, no. For n is equal to 4, 4 plus 1, 5, no. For n is equal to 5, A is becoming n plus 1, 6. B is becoming 2 into 5 minus 3, 2, 4. So, A plus B is becoming 10 for n is equal to 5. So if A plus B is 10, the output is going to be green. So to get the output green, n must be 5. Answer option D. Right? Yes. Yes. Okay. Last question for today's session. Critical reasoning and problem solving skills. Okay. So here is the answer. This is from logical reductions. Here is the solution. All cranes are excavators. All cranes are excavators. All excavators are bulldozers. Okay, first conclusion. Some bulldozers are cranes. Some bulldozers are cranes. Absolutely true. No bulldozers are cranes. Absolutely false. Therefore, answer option A. Only conclusion one follows. Quite a simple question, right? You're lucky to get these kind of questions. Okay, so this is what I have collected. I mean, the questions have